We begin in the nation's capital, where the Capitol Police Chief testified today about security improvements made in the aftermath of the January 6th insurrection. Chief of Police J. Thomas Manger testified before a bipartisan committee. This comes one day before Congress marks a year since the deadly attack. Meanwhile, former President Trump has canceled his news conference scheduled for Thursday. In a statement, he blames the media and the House committee investigating the riot. He says he will address these topics at a rally on January 15th in Arizona. Tomorrow, members of Congress will gather for a number of commemorative events, and Chief Manger says his department is ready. He revealed a 25-page action plan of security procedures. He admits the attack on the Capitol a year ago uncovered a number of shortfalls within the department.
While I'm proud of our officers, the events of January 6th did expose critical departmental failures and deficiencies with operational planning, intelligence, staffing, training, and equipment. I'm pleased to report that we have addressed a significant portion of the many recommendations issued to the department. In fact, of the more than 100 recommendations issued by the Inspector General, we have implemented and are addressing over 90 of them.
Joining me now is CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion. Nicole, thanks so much for giving us some of your time. As we heard Senator Amy Klobuchar ask the chief a very direct question. Let's listen in.
You believe that the department would be better able to defend against the type of threat that we saw a year ago today than the department was back then?
Yes, absolutely.
Nicole, what security improvements did Manger highlight in his testimony?
Well, he talked about a number of things. He's talked about improving some of their intelligence gathering. Obviously, that was the big and glaring failure on the 6th, having intelligence that something could happen, but not necessarily having enough to actually act on it. So that has been one of the most significant improvements that the chief highlighted. He also talked about expanded training opportunities, particularly for their civil disturbance unit, which usually handles big events like protests and the like. And he also talked about, efforts to improve recruitment, providing more wellness support for officers. Obviously, this has been a very traumatic experience for the force, not only because of what happened on January 6th, but they lost another officer, Officer Billy Evans, last spring. So the department has really been through a lot. And so that also has been a key component in terms of trying to provide more support, mental health support for officers in the wake of the insurrection.
And Nicole, on top of all of that, Manger revealed the Capitol Police is short 457 officers. Do we know how he will address the staffing shortage?
Well, he did say it's going to take some time to staff up. That is something that can't happen overnight. He told the panel today that he expects it'll take at least 2 to 3 years to get to a better place and to get to the numbers that they need to deal with the large number of retirements and attrition that they have seen. Particularly in the wake of the 6th. What the chief said is he would like to hire upwards of about 280 officers this coming year if he can, but also try to maintain that hiring rate in the coming years as well, again, to get to better staffing levels. What was interesting in this hearing is that, one idea that has been under discussion is possibly bringing in private security to help supplement the Capitol Police force. And so that was something that was raised in the hearing. It is something that Chief Manger said that he would like to do, that he would like to at least have that option until he is able to staff up the force accordingly. But, there has been some concern as to whether or not, from a safety standpoint, if that's something that should occur in terms of bringing additional officers in from the outside. But again, given the staffing shortages the department faces, Manger said that, again, it's an option he'd like to have if he can.
He certainly is facing a lot of challenges. What do we know about the security plan for members of Congress as they attend various events on Thursday?
Well, we expect a high level of security here at the Capitol. At this point, there don't appear to be any credible threats, according to the Department of Homeland Security, other, security agencies. But we do know that things will be very tightly controlled here, not only for a safety and security standpoint, but also from a COVID standpoint. Obviously, the Omicron variant has really ravaged the entire country, and Congress is certainly not exempt. We have seen an increase in cases conferences among members, among staffers. And so especially, like, for instance, we expect the president, vice president to speak here at the Capitol tomorrow, where, we expect certainly the numbers would be limited in terms of who they address. But there will be a full day of events here at the Capitol, including that ceremony in the morning with the president and vice president. We expect on the House floor there will be a moment of silence. There will also be a vigil later in the evening that will occur on the steps of the Capitol.
And we know you will be there covering all of it for us. Nicole Killian, thank you.
You bet. Good to see you, Meg.